Wow, is this going to be a controversial one? Should your blood pressure be higher when you're older? In this video, you're going to find out. So I'm going to put a link down in the description of an interview on 60 Minutes. They were interviewing some researchers on people that live well into their 90s. As they become 90 years old plus, they've learned a lot. If you don't want to watch the entire thing, the timestamp is at the 19th minute 30 seconds. So 1930, just fast forward to that section and listen very carefully to what the person says. What they say, first of all, in regard to blood pressure as we get older, is they just don't know. And it's interesting, isn't it, that of all the diseases, probably the major one is cardiovascular disease and stroke. And they just don't have a lot of research on this type of subject. But what they were discovering was that when a person became 90 years old, the higher their blood pressure, the less relative risk of dementia. Now, I'll tell you my opinion about this in just a moment. But what's fascinating if you watch this interview is that she said, and this is true, most of the research on high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease is for 40 and 50-year-olds, because that's when people have heart attacks and strokes, and that's when it seems to impact their lives tremendously. Because if you have a heart attack or a stroke at 40 years old and you live, you might live to be 90. You've got, holy cow, another 40, 50 years maybe of living with the consequences of that heart attack and stroke. But by the time you're 90, the research thought process is, well, if you have a heart attack and stroke, who cares? We all want to live a long time, but we want quality of life as we become older. And we don't want to grow old and not know who we are and have dementia. The higher the blood pressure, the less risk of dementia. Fascinating. Now, in my humble opinion, what is this? I think it's unrealistic to expect people to become 90 years old and have the same exact blood pressure that they did when they were 19 or 10 years old or 20. We are supposed to evolve and grow older. That is normal. So it doesn't surprise me that if you try to suppress the aging process, you're going to pay consequences for that. The other interesting thing about this interview is if you and I want to live to be 90, what does it actually take? Well, it takes a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of exercise, and a whole lot of genetics. Oh, and also romance helps. If you watch the interview, there's a couple and they're talking, about their romantic life when the lights are out, and all I could think was, you go. Here's another interesting factoid you'll probably notice in the video, is that what was the diet of most people that live to be over 90 and do well, and they're healthy? So what is the diet? Is it the Atkins diet? Is it the Zone diet? Is it a Mediterranean diet? Is it the phone ringing constantly at lunchtime? Is it a vegan diet? Is it a vegetarian diet? Which diet do they follow? Very disappointing. They don't really follow a diet. Keep in mind that 90 years ago, there was no named diet. They just eat what they want, but they eat conservatively. So take it with a grain of salt, as they say, but this was an interesting video and I think that you would like it. So hey, if you like my videos, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. If you don't like my videos, give me a thumbs down, but I'll never know because they're hiding that now. Today's video sponsor is Bioptimizers, and they have a great product called Magnesium Breakthrough. This has 7 different types of magnesium listed right here. Cool. So what I do is I take 2 tablets of Magnesium Breakthrough at nighttime. It does 4 things for me personally. It supports healthy sleep, it supports healthy muscle and heart function, it supports healthy blood pressure, and it supports healthy digestive function. Over 70% of people do not get enough magnesium in their diet because they're just not eating enough food that has enough magnesium. So there's a link down in the description down below, and also there is a discount code. Make sure and use the discount code. Let them know you love me.